Yo, what's up, Steven? What's good, baby? Yo, it's the good bad guy, Tamatonga. Hold up. Nah. We gotta do it. We're a new one. It's 2020, man. It's just crazy. It's the babyface heel. Tamatonga. The OG triple OG Bullet Club OG triple. That's right. Hey, dude. Yo, I heard you got a good ass YouTube channel out there. Shout out to Heel Stevens YouTube channel. Hope you keep it 100 over there, man. Keep it real. And everybody know, G.O.D. ain't nobody realer than Gorilla. Keep it 100, bro. Okay? Stay up. Stay healthy. Stay positive. It's during these crazy ass times, dude.
Are we now live, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen, dorks and mother flowers. Are we now live? Do you all hear me? I hope you all do. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you all hear me. It is Sunday. It is August 30th, 2020. It is another live edition of Around the Point. Part 1, and I say part 1 because today is Payback. Yes, last week it was WWE SummerSlam 2020, and now here we are with, after 1 week after SummerSlam, another pay-per-view by WWE. WWE, what the fuck? You are killing me right now. You are fucking killing me right now. Killing me softly. God fucking damn it. But more importantly, like I mentioned, is another installment of Around the Point, because later on tonight, after the show is over, I'll be live again on the channel, giving my thoughts overall on the show. This is your prediction show. It's some other stuff that happened this week in the world of wrestling. Give my thoughts on that too. But if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. Give the podcast a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media, if you will. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. Here I am, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see me here right now. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? Hey, hi, how you doing? Hey. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. I really hope that you all are. I don't know if you can tell. I just feel like fucking shit right now. So, literally last night, I almost did an all fucking nighter. Yeah, I almost did a fucking all-nighter. I didn't go to bed, I shit you not, till like 5 in the morning. Not because, oh my god, I wanted to or shit like that. I just didn't sleep. Believe it or not, I literally stayed up. I was playing some FIFA. I was originally gonna go do the show live last night, but work kicked my ass completely. Then I was like, fuck all this shit. I will go live tomorrow. So I got home last night. I watched some UFC. I was playing some FIFA at the same time. And then I'm on Netflix. I was watching Hoops. I finished watching all season 1 of Hoops. And then I noticed that Cobra Kai is on Netflix. Now, I am aware that Cobra Kai at one time was on YouTube TV. I didn't watch it on YouTube TV. I don't have YouTube TV. So it's on Netflix, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it right now, and I'm happy that I am. I already finished watching season 1. I am on season 2. I'm on episode 7, I think I am right now. Yeah. So there's that. Cobra Kai, bitch. Cobra fucking Kai. So, and next thing I know, it's 5 in the morning. I'm going to sleep. I wake up around 7 a.m., 8 a.m. time. I actually go to and I work out. Yeah, I went to work out. Went to the park. I ran my laps, if you will. I put on 3 shirts. I put on a bodysuit, a plastic, if you will, a hoodie. Grab the AirPods and I'm running. Yeah, believe it or fucking not. Believe it or not, yeah, that's the truth. Got home, took a shower, and went to work. Yeah, my ass went to work. And now here I am. I am tired. I am exhausted, but here I am. But yeah, that is what's happening right now. And later on tonight, I'm going live yet again with my Payback review. So I hope that your day is better than mine. I really, really hope that your day is better than mine. As I'm recording this, as I'm doing this show right now, September's almost here. Holy crap. Summer's basically over. I know there's just like this glare, there's like giant white thing in the background here. It's like a reflection almost. So I'm gonna try to be here if I can as I'm doing the show, if you will. So summer is almost over, and I'm happy. Believe it or not, I'm happy. There's a smile on my face because of that. And I said this before and I'll say it again. I am more of a fan. I appreciate, as I got older, I appreciate the fall. The fact that in the morning, in the early morning, it's chilly, right? I'm wearing a hoodie, right? In the afternoon, it gets a little warm, if you will, gets a little warm. And then at night, it's chilly again. I appreciate that. If I can have that weather all year round, I will be one happy fucking camper. Believe it or not, I will be one fucking happy camper. But we don't always get what we want. We've learned that already. Anyway, guys, again, I want to thank you all for tuning in. You guys are fucking awesome. Whether you're watching this live right now, whether you're watching the playback, you guys are fucking awesome. Let's get into this prediction. All right. As I give this prediction, I'm going to give my thoughts on what happened in the week of wrestling, if you will. So I'm looking at this card right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 matches on this card. I am not sure if they're going to do a kickoff. I will be shocked if they do, but it is what it is. It is what it fucking is right now. All right. I'll tell you guys what, too. Those of you that are listening live or watching in the chat, what have you, in the comments below, give me your predictions. Give me your predictions for Payback 2020. What match do you look forward to seeing, if you will? What match do you look forward to and all that stuff? All right. So let's get into this. So we have Big E versus Sheamus. I do remember this past Friday on SmackDown, there was, I believe, a multi-person tag match. I think it was Heavy Machinery and Big E versus, I want to say, and if I'm wrong on this, I'm wrong. But I do recall it was Miz and Morrison and Sheamus going at it, the three of them. And I believe, again, Big E's still doing this whole singles run. Honestly, again, if you want to get this guy, in the belief is, hey, he's going to go after the world title down the road or give him a singles push for a championship, whether it's the Intercontinental title or something like that. If you're going to continue down that path, I say a win over Sheamus, a program with Sheamus, is not a bad route, believe it or not. Yes, I'm pretty sure they'll have a substandard match that you can see on television. But again, if the idea is we're supposed to believe that Big E, right, from the New Day, is going to go after a singles title down the road, right? You want to give this guy momentum. I did watch the clips of Big E on Talking Smack, right? Savage as all hell with The Miz. But the point of the matter is you want to have him get some wins, right, over some former champions, what have you, and say what you want about Sheamus, right? Former WWE champion, tag team champion, Intercontinental champion. I believe he was. No, he was not Intercontinental champion. Take that back. U.S. champion, right? So there's that. So I can see this being a little minor program, but I do see Big E pulling through here with the win. And there's that. From Emery in the chat here, Jurgen writes here, WWE is just giving us too little, no time to get interested. And I agree with that too. We can make the argument that Payback is just a rush show. Like, this was supposed to be Evolution, and that just got scrapped. It's in the Thunderdome, by the way, guys. I hope all of you also are registered for the Thunderdome and all that stuff. So there's that as well. From there we go to King Corbin versus Matt Riddle. King Corbin had put like a bounty or something like that on Matt Riddle. To my understanding, if I'm wrong on this one, I'm wrong, but this is Matt Riddle's first main roster pay-per-view. That's cool to see. And you know what? I'm pretty sure this should be a fun little match. I do recall Matt Riddle this past week, or I think it was the week before that, he beat Chad Gable in a singles match. To think that those two guys, yeah, they had like a match on television, all the fuck you want. If you give those two guys, I'm talking about Matt Riddle and Chad Gable, that is, 20 minutes or so, I believe they can tear it up. Here with Baron Corbin, I do think, though, it should be an interesting match. Like, am I clamoring to see this? No, to be honest, I'm not. If I'm picking a winner here, I'm going to go with King Corbin. Like, he gets that cheap win with a low blow or something like that. But there you go. That's what I see happening here. From there, we have Keith Lee versus Randy Orton. Yes, Keith Lee. The same Keith Lee who made his Raw debut this past Monday on Monday Night Raw. The same Keith Lee who made his debut on Raw, like I mentioned, coming after his loss to Karrion Kross at TakeOver 30 last Saturday at TakeOver, right? They told you at SummerSlam, oh, he is coming to Monday Night Raw. They gave you a reason to, hey, watch Monday Night Raw. And a lot of us, I guarantee you, were looking forward to see what the fuck was he going to do. And I said that, hey, maybe he'll get involved with someone like Randy Orton. After all, Randy Orton has gone on to mention that he has been wanting to work with people from NXT. And we get to Monday. Orton's in the ring talking about Drew McIntyre. And then out comes Keith Lee. He has new music. He has a new ring attire. And I'm looking at this, and it's like, nah, bruh, this ain't it. This is not it. The theme sucks. I'm pretty sure the internet has gone out of their fucking way to let people know, yo, WWE, this song ain't it. WWE, what the fuck have you done? Now, it's been said that the reason why there's new music for Keith Lee because WWE is trying to get rid of everything that was done by CFO. And you think about it, there's been the change to Keith Lee's music, Seth Rollins' music, just to name you a few, if you will. So there's that. Even if that's a reason, it's so fucking stupid. It's so dumb. His theme song in NXT listen, I'm not saying it was the best theme song of them all, but it was unique because he rapped it himself. And that would make Keith Lee that much of a standout. Even like the fact that now he's wearing this fucking romper or this one piece, right? This fucking tank top that's tight as shit with fucking these swimsuits and short, these like baggy shorts that you know for a fact WWE gonna try to put on WWE shop, right? I'm just saying. No, to me that's not. And again, maybe because the fact that he doesn't have this sculpture-like physique. But even if that, like, come on. It's just so stupid. Okay? And then you have the match. They had the match on Monday Night Raw. Like, oh, his debut match on Raw against Randy Orton, a former WWE champion. And the match was okay up until the end when I guess it was Drew who came out and they brawled, what have you. But we find out that hey, at Payback is Keith Lee and Randy Orton. And again, I'm pretty sure they'll have a fun little match. Based on what happened on Monday and the idea that, hey, we're going to get the rematch with Drew and Randy, whether it's at the next pay-per-view or maybe on Monday Night Raw in a couple of weeks, I want to believe that Randy Orton will get the win. Some cheap way to get a win with his foot on the ropes or a low blow and an RKO. Or maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Because again, on Raw, remember, Drew got punt kicked twice. So with that, I want to say Keith Lee. I feel like Keith Lee does need the win. After all, he does need it. But I would not be surprised if they put the win to Randy. They gave the win to Randy Orton. I would not be fucking surprised. And neither should any of you. Neither should any of you if Randy Orton does walk out with the win. But again, yes, the new look of Keith Lee is stupid, makes no fucking sense. At the same time, yes, Keith Lee did go on to address on social media that, hey, he's going to make it work. I think he can make it work. At the same time, you can sit there and tell me, oh, you know what? It's Vince McMahon. After all, Vince McMahon loves Keith Lee. He loves him. There's been reports that I've read where Vince McMahon has been a big fan of Keith Lee. And Guarantee you, Vince saw Keith Lee at Survivor Series last year, hanging in there with Roman Reigns. Oh my God, he just couldn't wait to bring him up. He could not wait to bring Keith Lee up to the main roster, right? Then at the Royal Rumble, right, him and Brock Lesnar, and the Royal Rumble, he took down Brock, then got eliminated, and then at Great American Bash, he became the champ. So there's that. That being said, I hope Keith Lee does get the win. I hope he has a good showing here. I wish him nothing but the best on the main roster, but this version of Keith Lee right now is not it. And again, maybe it's Vince trying to have Keith Lee turn chicken shit into chicken salad. Okay, pal. Ha ha. Goddamn, pal. Ha ha. Make it work, pal. Ha ha. Pronouns, pal. God damn it, if you will. That's probably it. I would not be surprised either. NXT Keith Lee music was better. I agree, Jurgen. I totally agree. Absolutely. But then again, it is what it is. At this point in junction, he has to make it work. So be it. From there, we have Apollo Crews versus Bobby Lashley for the U.S. Championship. Because at SummerSlam, MVP couldn't do it. So now let's have Bobby do it. Let's give Bobby the opportunity. And I would not be surprised if Bobby Lashley walks out with the U.S. title. I would not be surprised. Would not be surprised at all. And then you have him go into Raw Underground with the U.S. title. The idea of the fucking U.S. title being defended under Raw Underground rule would be stupid as shit. Completely stupid as shit. Listen, I want to believe these two guys can go out and have a fun match. I really, really do. Right? After all, Bobby Lashley technically put Keith Lee on the shelf. Remember that? Remember that one? On Raw a couple of weeks ago? Or leading up to the horror show that was Extreme Rules. So that being said, I'm gonna change my decision. I'm gonna go with Keith Lee. Imagine Keith Lee winning the fucking U.S. title. I'm gonna go with Apollo Crews retain the championship here. That's what I see happening. So there's that. From there, let's see here, my list here. God damn it. We have Bayley and Sasha Banks defending the women's tag team championships versus Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, which was supposed to be originally Shayna Baszler and Asuka. But I think WWE realized why we're going to have, right, the Raw Women's Champion, right, have two belts when Sasha had two belts. Bayley has two belts. Do we really need another woman holding two belts again? No. Fuck that. Let's insert Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. We know they're sort of feuding off and on here. They had a little thing on Raw Underground. They reached a truce, if you will. They reached a truce. Apparently Nia Jax wants the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. Apparently, that's her goal right now. Shayna Baszler wants her hands on Asuka. Do I see them winning the title tonight? No, I don't see it happening. Not one goddamn bit. I think, honestly, what's going to happen here, because duh, why the fuck would it not? I see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax not getting along. They'll work together for like a good portion of the match, and then it'll just go to shit. A feud that no one's even asking for when you think about it. No one's even asking for this feud. I think a car just crashed outside my house. I don't fucking know. Oh well, it is what it is. That being said, I see Bayley and Sasha retaining their tag titles here. That's what I see happening. That is what I see happening right now. Okay. From there we go to, let's see here, Seth Rollins and Murphy. Seth Rollins and Murphy versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. Remember what I said during the review of SummerSlam that, oh, it's going to happen, right? They're going to have the match on a Payback. Well, they did do it on Raw. They tried to do it on Monday Night Raw. It was the main event of Monday Night Raw in the Thunderdome. And it was going fine, if you will, right? It looked like Dominic and Rey were going to win, and then out came Retribution. And they took out both Dominic and Rey. Seth was laughing on the ramp. Everyone's assuming that Seth Rollins is in charge of Retribution. It's still up in the air who really is. Some people are saying it's the big dog, Roman Reigns. Depending who you talk to, really. Depending who you really talk to, if you will. So that being said, I mean, at SummerSlam, Dominic got his ass handed to by Seth, even though he did have a good show. And I said this a while ago. I'm going to say it again. Dominic proved a lot of people wrong. He opened a lot of eyes to a lot of people at SummerSlam. I said this as well. I think after this, yes, I think Rey and Dominic will get the win. And it's the end of the feud. I know tomorrow on Raw, it's going to be Seth and Rey one-on-one. I get that. But I think after all this is said and done, Dominic goes back to NXT. And I think, honestly, Dominic would benefit much more. And again, because I know NXT, they go away and they're at the Performance Center for a while. And then a couple months from now, they make this character, what have you. He's going to get repackaged. Let's keep it a buck. Dominic Mysterio is going to get repackaged. And if so, and I said this on Around the Point last week, I don't know how many of you heard this or not, but I'm going to say it again. If it was up to me, and again, I want your feedback. And again, tell me I'm wrong, tell me I'm correct. I don't give a fuck, but I'm going to say it anyway. You do Dominic Mysterio, right? And you put him with Legado del Fantasma. You put him with Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. You want to make that faction a big fucking deal. You want to, make it seem like, oh my God, these guys are badasses. These guys are threatening as fuck. Let's put the son of a living legend, Rey Mysterio Jr., the son of Rey Mysterio Jr., the living legend. Let's put Dominic in that faction. I think he would benefit from that, in my humble opinion. That's what I would do. I think they will, but I know it all Vines. Or I guess even Vince. I think they will, but you never know. I guess so, but I think honestly, though, keep it a buck with you guys. I would put again Dominic in Legado del Fantasma in a while from now in NXT, and that could be the new top heel faction in that promotion, in that brand, if you will. That's just me. But again, we'll see if they even do that. We'll see. But I do think, again, Dominic after this he goes back to the Performance Center, gets repackaged and all that shit. But then we get to the main event. We have, for the Universal title, a triple threat, no DQ for the Universal Championship. It's The Fiend Bray Wyatt defending the fucking Universal title versus Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Now, we also have it at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns, right, the big dog, showed up at the end of the Braun Strowman Bray Wyatt match, the Fiend match, if you will, and he took out both guys. And they promoted on SmackDown the contract signing for this match. Holy shit, all three guys are in the building. You should be excited. You should be fucking, what's going to happen? Believe it or not, I looked forward to watching SmackDown on Friday. I didn't watch the entire show because I was at work. I left at 9 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to watch SmackDown. It's for that moment of Roman Reigns finally back after being gone for so long, right? And again, at 9 o'clock, I'm going on Twitter also while I'm at work, and there was again, people were waiting for Roman. We're waiting for Roman Reigns. It's going to happen. We want Roman Reigns, right? So it turns out that early in the night, Vince McMahon told Adam Pearce that he has to get 3 signatures on that contract. 3 signatures. One from The Fiend, one from Bray Wyatt, one from Braun Strowman, which I think he did get at the end, and the last one from Roman Reigns. Now, it's funny because, and I'm watching this whole segment, by the way, and again, I'm watching this, and I'm like, God damn, bruh. This is not the Vince that I knew. This is not my Vince, right? This is not the Vince McMahon of my childhood. Like, yo, age is finally catching up to that dude. age has finally caught on to the old man, no pun intended. His voice is not, God damn, pal, God damn it. No, it's, I need you to get the. That was his voice. He really looked his age. It's again, it just brings you back to the memories of how you remembered Vince McMahon, right? That aggressive voice, his demeanor, right? And I said this before, my favorite version of Vince is young Vince. That Vince McMahon from the 80s. That motherfucker was a hustler. That guy didn't give a fuck who you were, if you will. That was my favorite version of Vince McMahon. Yes, Mr. McMahon, the character, was probably the best heel in wrestling, all the fuck you want. But to me, the best version of Vince was 80s Vince, when he was trying to take over the wrestling business, right? And I see him here, trying to look as thin as he already is. He looks old as shit. And I just like, bruh, my heart just sank a little bit. Like, goddamn, this is not my Vince. What the fuck? Roman looks good in Jack, yeah. So they had Adam Pearce get all 3 autographs. He went to the Firefly Funhouse, had him dressed like a fucking USPS delivery guy. Thought it was cheesy for what it was. I guess Braun signed it too. I didn't see that one. And then you get to Roman Reigns. And again, I figured that all 3 would be in the ring. I was expecting that. But hey, you had to make this made sense as well, because again, you're not going to have all 3 guys in the ring until the pay-per-view. So I guess Roman tried to look over the contract. I guess he is studying from his good friend, John Moxley from AEW, page 17. So we go back and you see Adam Pearce like in this shock look, like he can't believe what's going on. And Roman's talking about how he's going to get back his championship, how he's going to dominate. And then he hits the line. That's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. And then you see Paul Heyman right next to Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman, right? The same Paul Heyman that was writing Monday Night Raw, or was, I guess, part of the head creative of Monday Night Raw. Got let go of that. Now he's back on SmackDown. I'm guaranteeing you AJ Styles is mad as all hell. I guarantee you that, right? So, yeah. Roman Reigns is now potentially a Paul Heyman guy. People are saying a heel. Some people are saying, oh, this should have happened a long time ago. It's finally happening. Some people will even tell you, believe it or not, that it's a little too late. It's about damn time. The way I look at it is, WWE right now, they're testing some shit out. And if you're going to do it now, do it now. Because let's be real about it, they're not making any money, right? There's no ticket sales, so there's not going to be that reaction from the live crowd, right? This should have happened, yes, and I agree with a lot of people that will say that, oh, this should have happened 5 years ago, leading up to WrestleMania 31. Badass Roman Reigns, a heel, right? Heel Roman, badass, right? Not sucker and succotash, not, what else was he saying back in the day? You kind of get the gist, right? Playing that tug of war with fucking Brock with the fucking WWE Championship, and that was terrible too. But everyone's getting what they want. Heel Roman, right? People are even saying, this is what, again, yes, he does look jacked as all hell. He has shiny teeth, shiny fucking teeth. I'm thinking about shiny teeth and me from Fairly Odd Parents. So, with that, right, what do you do? What do you do, right? Do you put the belt on Roman Reigns tonight? I say yeah. I say yes, you put the belt on Roman tonight. That's what I want to see personally. Because you guys know me. I think my guys like myself and Chase Oliver, we're fans of Roman Reigns. We've been fans of Roman Reigns since 2014, if you will. 2014, right? We were there when everyone was shitting on Roman. Oh, Roman being shoved down our fucking throats. We want Farm Animal. Remember Farm Animal? Daniel Bryan? Yeah, remember that guy? Yeah. You guys wanted him, right? We're all telling you it's all about Roman Reigns and shit, right? I think also Big Fresh Matt, if you will, right? all of us were talking about Roman Reigns, right? But everyone said, "Oh, we're you gotta get the idea, right? Oh, you guys are just Roman defenders." Yeah, we are. And now all of a sudden, everyone that was talking all that shit are now on the bandwagon. Now listen, if you weren't on the train 10 years ago, if you were on the bus, get off of it. Just saying that right now. Apparently, not everyone's a Roman Reigns fan. That being said, though, I feel bad for The Fiend. I feel bad for the guy. Because everyone thought The Fiend was going to be this fucking big deal, right? Oh, you're going to be this heel. And again, they had this whole thing planned out at WrestleMania, right? Remember, there was talks of, Roman Reigns and The Fiend at WrestleMania, and that never happened. And then we had Goldberg in Saudi Arabia beat The Fiend. That's what, to me, honestly, that's when The Fiend died. To me, The Fiend died in Saudi Arabia when Goldberg beat The Fiend in like 2 minutes or so, or a minute, or the fuck it was. And then the plan was to do Roman Reigns and Goldberg, and that never happened. Again, the world went to shit. Roman didn't want to wrestle during the pandemic. I find it funny now all of a sudden he's ready to go again. Hell, even Sami Zayn is ready to go again. What the fuck? And now it looks like they're doing two champions that are Intercontinental champions. That's the story for another day. Again, I feel bad for The Fiend because now it looks like The Fiend could be a babyface, and Roman is now gonna be the top heel on SmackDown. Listen, SmackDown needed Roman Reigns back. Let's just keep that a buck. And you have someone like Paul Heyman speaking for Roman Reigns. I'm all for it. I am totally all for it. At the same time, what happened on Friday? Yeah, they broke the internet. They shocked everyone. Twitter was going crazy. So WWE capitalized on something, and hopefully they go through with all this shit. That being said, I'm going with Roman Reigns and new Universal Champion coming out of Payback. And there is a kickoff show. There is. I'm wondering what's the kickoff show match. I'm curious on this one. What is their kickoff match? I'm wondering that right now. I'm wondering what that is right now. What is the kickoff match? If I'm to assume here, if I'm the guess, I don't know. What could be? Whatever. It is what it is at this point in juncture. But that's Payback, if you will. I'll be back later on tonight for a live review of the pay-per-view. In case you guys are not aware, I'll be live again reviewing Payback. So I encourage you guys to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all that fun stuff. Be notified when I go live again, because why the fuck not? I encourage you guys to, again, check it again when I go live, because I will be going live again in a couple of hours from now on Around the Point. Moving on, because there's a couple of things I want to knock out before I head out and crash and watch Payback and stuff like that. So, as you guys know, I'm a fan of soccer. Football for all my European listeners out there. And the big news that hit this week, Lionel Messi wanting out of Barcelona, FC Barcelona. I mean, we think of Barcelona, and I know for a lot of the wrestling fans, this is why I lose all you guys. I get it. Oh my God, you're talking about soccer. What the fuck? Listen, this is big news. All right? This is big fucking news. At the end of the day, it's my podcast. I talk about what the fuck I want to talk about, okay? Good. Get it? Got it? Good. Lil Messi wants out of Barcelona. When I heard of this news, it kind of hit home a little bit. It kind of really did. Can you think of Barcelona? You think of Messi. It's synonymous. They go hand in hand together, right? It's like Derek Jeter with the Yankees. I guess Patrick Ewing with the Knicks, Reggie Miller with the Pacers, if you will. You kind of get the idea. You kind of get the gist. Michael Jordan with the Bulls, even though he did play at one time in Washington with the Wizards, but you kind of get the idea, right? That's how I connect them. That's how I like relate to these people almost and shit. Kobe is like Kobe with the Lakers, if you will, right? And this past season was not a good season for Barcelona. They didn't win no champion, no titles, no La Liga, no Copa del Rey. They got obliterated in the Champions League as Bayern Munich, 8-2. And now Messi, and all this, again, Messi is not getting along with team directives and all that stuff, and apparently management is trying to look into they're trying to restructure the team, youth movement, and Messi's not in those plans. Messi also, when you think about it too, it's up there in age, right? Messi, how old is Messi right now? Little Messi, when you think about it, right? Debuted in Barcelona at age 19. We're talking back in 2005. Messi right now is 33 years old. And for those who are and when you realize, right, in soccer, right, once you're in your 30s, you're at the tail end of your career almost. Once you're in your 30s, right? So if you're Leo Messi, it's time to leave that club. And it sucks because, again, when I think of Barcelona, I think of FC Barcelona, I think of Messi, right? It's crazy. It's fucking insane. But yeah, he wants out. Apparently, there's a report now that La Liga is saying that, hey, if anyone, the Liga is demanding a 700 million euro release. If any team wants him, they got to pay La Liga, right? They have to pay La Liga. I shit you not. They have to pay La Liga. If this says correct, in the release clause, they have to pay 700 million euros just for the release clause itself. That's basically, when you think about it, that's like, that is literally like fucking $800 million. Nobody right now can afford that. Especially now with the global pandemic, and there's talks of Manchester City wanting to bring in Leo Messi. Right? And you think about it too, Pep Guardiola is the coach of Manchester City, right? And him and Messi are tight. Aguero is tight with Messi. And the idea of Messi playing in the Premier League in England, right? The idea of that is unique. And there's even talks of, if he does go play for Manchester City, he could even play 3 years in the MLS, because, again, the owners, the people that own Manchester City also own New York FC in the MLS. And the idea of bringing Messi to America, fucking America, can they even afford him? Holy shit. Can you imagine every stadium in America, once the world goes back to normal, the idea of having Messi play in your town? It's going to be fucking huge. I don't know what's going to happen. There's talks of Manchester City, like I mentioned. There's talks of even Inter Milan, PSG, who came up in second place in the Champions League finale. But again, the idea is, who's going to fork over that money for the release clause and then pay him his salary? Apparently the dude makes like 500,000 euros, something like that, a week. A fucking week. Again, when you look, when I think of Barcelona, I think of the Messi, probably the best player to ever come out of Barcelona, right? How many La Ligas has he won? How many Ballon d'Or has he won? How many Champions League has he won? He never won a World Cup, right? But the idea of him, at the same time, you know who I feel bad for as well? I feel bad for Konami. Konami, who is the creator of PES, eFootball, PES 20, PES, and all that stuff, right? This year, for PES 2021, their cover for the game, which comes out in a couple of weeks, right? Their cover, which is even like crazy in itself, the cover is literally that right now. You have Alphonso Davies from Bayern Munich, who had a wonderful season, right? Especially in the Champions League. I think he scored the game-winning goal. You have Leo Messi in Barcelona, in Barcelona colors, right? Who, when you think about it, right? Barcelona is like the global, it's like PES 20, it's like PES in general is like the global partner of Barcelona. They have all the rights to Barcelona, the kits, the jersey, the stadium, and all that stuff. Then you have Juventus with Cristiano Ronaldo, right? And then you have there on the far right, you have Marcus Rashford. With honestly, if I was them, I would put Bruno Fernandez. That's just me, of course. But that's your cover. You have Messi and Ronaldo, the two best players of this generation in soccer, in the cover of the game. And with the idea of, and again, this cover, if Messi does end up leaving, this cover can change drastically. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. I have no fucking clue. At this point, it's watch and see. But again, it's just insane right now. This guy could be fucking leaving right now. And again, I'm pretty sure a lot of you don't even give a fuck about soccer. But if, again, just want to get that out there, give my thoughts on that shit. Moving along here. So, I did watch Dynamite this past Thursday. It wasn't on Wednesday because of the NBA. Apparently, there was a boycott, and AEW fans were wondering, hey, would they air Dynamite on Wednesdays since the NBA boycotting and shit? Which was dumb as hell to even say from AEW fans. But again, it is what it is. So, I watched Thursday's show. And I gotta tell you guys, I enjoyed most of the show. Up until, to me, honestly, the show died officially after that contract signing. Because after everything else, after that, just didn't matter. I watched the Fatal 4-Way, the little gauntlet that they did to determine the number of contenders for the AEW tag titles at All Out to face Kenny Omega and Adam Page. You had the Nightmare Family and the Young Bucks versus again, the four teams, right? Nightmare Family of QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes versus the Young Bucks versus Best Friends versus FTR. Who apparently now FTR are being managed now by Tully Blanchard. And I'm watching all this, and I'm saying to myself, especially at the end when Adam Page got involved and he cost both the Bucks the tag title match, whatever, the match for All Out and shit like that, right? And I'm watching this, and I saw the end. It was down to Best Friends and FTR got the win. I said it to myself, like, yo, we're really not going to do the Young Bucks versus FTR All Out. Because I thought that was the match to make. I thought, okay, for sure at All Out, it's going to be the Young Bucks versus FTR. That's the match you make. It doesn't need the titles, in my opinion, right? All Out is basically AEW's WrestleMania. It's their biggest show of the year. And you're not even going to do that. And I know for a lot of people, oh, but Steve, you know, and I know my good friend SP3 from True Heel Heat, he said this, and I kind of get it too. You know, again, if you do make that match, is back when you have a full capacity of people in the building or in the arena or so. Yes, AEW this past week had their first show with an audience in God knows how long. It's funny because WWE, they are back in an arena, technically at the Amway Center under the Thunderdome, right? So they're the first company back in an arena. But when you think back at having a crowd back in America, because I know New Japan is doing it already, right? But as far as in America, AEW beat WWE to it, technically, right? You know, Vince is like fucking just goddamn the fucking too many, if you will, right? Has to be fucking livid. That being said, again, that the whole discussion of Thunderdome and what AEW is doing, apparently AEW was very strict with their seating and their regulations of everyone wearing a mask and all that stuff. Apparently Tony Khan before the show spoke to everyone, and he didn't want no one to curse or shit like that, have a mask on and stuff like that. So it's up in the air too. I know Ryan Satin and Tony Khan had a back and forth on Twitter. Ryan Satin did not look good in this one at all, but that's besides the point. That's around the point. But again, to me, again, All Out, as far as I know, is their WrestleMania, right? And FTR versus the Young Bucks is a match that you do technically on their biggest show of the year, that being All Out. Granted, they're not in Chicago. They're going to be in Daly's place. I'm pretty sure they're going to sell tickets for that show at some capacity. But you're not doing it at All Out. It would suck. Honestly, to me, it would totally suck if you do FTR and the Young Bucks on free television. That would totally suck. Yes, it'll be a fun match. Everyone will go insane. That match will probably help AEW beat NXT in the ratings and stuff like that. But that is not a match you put on free television. So I'm kind of bummed on that. So we have FTR versus Adam Page and Kenny Omega going at it at All Out for the tag titles. I did enjoy the video package between Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa. Right? They're gonna go at it at All Out for the AEW Women's Tag Team title, for the AEW's Women's Championship. Right? Hikaru Shida defending your title versus Thunder Rosa, who's the NWA Women's Champion. They're acknowledging that. They showed clips of the NWA, of Thunder Rosa, the NWA, and all that stuff. Yeah, Billy Corgan talk as well. That's cool. I think it's great that there's that sort of working relationship between the NWA and AEW. The NWA, let's be real about it right now, they're not doing any shows, right? They're, I guess, losing talent, you would say, left and right. They lost Ricky Stark, right? Which is like kind of a shock, but not really, but it is what it is. Now, I guess he's in AEW. Thunder Rosa, who is the NWA Women's Champion, appearing at All Out. It's a big match feel, right? I saw their contract signing. I thought honestly was kind of hokey. You're doing it in a hotel room, and you see the fucking bathroom sink just chilling there, just sitting there, literally in the background. Like, bruh, you couldn't do this shit in a conference room. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. I'm pretty sure they'll have a fun match. All the fuck you want. I did watch the little in between with fucking Lance Archer, right? Lance Archer and Brian Cage and I guess the Butcher and the Blade and all that stuff, right? My bad. Lance Archer and Brian Cage and Ricky Stark and all that, Darby Allin got involved. They're hyping up the Casino Battle Royal, which again, they should. They definitely should, because again, a lot of guys in that could definitely benefit from winning that match. And again, too, I don't think they're going to have the same. I'm pretty sure they will. I take that back. They will have the same concept. You pick a card, and whatever card you're in, that's when you come in and all that stuff. So they're acknowledging the people that are from AEW going to be in this match, right? You have, like I mentioned, the Butcher, the Blade, Ray Phoenix, Pentagon, Ricky Starks, Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Brian Cage. I'm sounding like Vince from 92 Rumble. Holy shit. Darby Allin. I'm pretty sure we'll have some surprises like Eli Drake. Because again, they're talking about NWA. Ricky Stark, I mentioned already, even though he's already part of the AEW brand. Zicky Dice will be someone I would love to see in AEW, even if it's just for one match. Why the fuck not? Mike Bennett, just saying. Well, again, they're throwing names out there right now. We'll see. But again, if I'm to pick a winner right now who I think really could use this win, in all honesty, I would say, if I can be real with you guys, who I can see need a win on this one, I would say Lance Archer. That's just me, of course, but we'll see. The contract signing between MJF and Jon Moxley, where they had Moxley sign the contract, and MJF and his legal team are celebrating the fact that he signed, and then Moxley, I guess, fooled them all with page 17. Next week, or this Wednesday coming up, is going to be Jon Moxley versus MJF's lawyer, where if the match doesn't happen, then MJF doesn't get his title match at All Out. And the paradigm shift this coming Wednesday will be legal. So there's that. I think overall, listen, the whole MJF and Jon Moxley program, I'm enjoying it for what it's worth. But at the same time, you know where it's going to go down. You know what's going to happen. I do hope, though, that MJF does indeed get the win. Speaking of Jon Moxley, yes, he did win he was ranked number 1 in the PWI 500. I know for a lot of people, it's kind of a debate, really, why him? What the hell? It's, again, to me, the PWI 500, it's just a matter of an opinion. Some people felt it should have been Adam Cole. You can make the argument, Adam Cole, right? Had a good 2019. Had these great matches at TakeOver and stuff like that. And then you look at Jon Moxley's what he done in AEW, what he done in New Japan. It's up again. You can make the argument. Again, it's very opinion based, if you will, but it is what it is. So there was AEW. I know also you had the Dark Order in the ring. They were talking whatever. They had lawnmowers show up. If from it looks, and again, if I'm to make an assumption based on what happened, right, I would say that at All Out, you do, I guess, Dustin versus Mr. Brody. After all, like, Cody got taken out. Cody got taken out by Brody Lee. Apparently, Cody will be gone for a couple of weeks to sell this injury, right? So I think it makes sense. Hey, here comes older brother Dustin trying to avenge his younger brother. So why the fuck not? You do Mr. Brody versus Dustin, where Brody does get the win. Or if not, you can even do, hell, you could even do, I guess, if you really wanted to, Scorpio Sky is another one you could do. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that one. But that was basically Dynamite. As far as major things that happened on the show, it felt long too. Like the whole Dark Order thing to me just felt long as shit. There's that as well. So yeah, then you had the main event of fucking Sammy Guevara and Matt Hardy, which was like a dud to me. Whatever. NXT. I didn't watch NXT, but I did hear the news. I did catch the big news, if you will, right? Karrion Kross, because of his injury, is now being forced to vacate the NXT Championship. He relinquished the title, right? It's vacant. Vacant now is on a fucking roll. Vacant is now the NXT champion. So William Regal announced that this Tuesday, a special Tuesday edition of NXT, because again, I guess the NHL playoffs are happening on Wednesday. Hence why NXT is gonna go on Tuesday. It is what it is. But it's gonna be a 60-minute fatal 4-way Iron Man match between former NXT champions Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor, and fuck, I'm having a brain fart right now. Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, and Adam Cole. Former champion, 60 minutes to crown a new champion. Should be a fun match. Honestly, who I give the belt to right now, I would say Balor. I think Balor could definitely use that title right now. He's been on a roll too. Adam Cole is on his way out. I mean, you could give the belt back to Ciampa if you wanted to as well, because Ciampa never lost the title in the first place. So there's that as well. Again, there's so many ways you can go with this. So many fucking ways that I look forward to seeing the match. Should be fun as hell. Also, Wade Barrett was on commentary. I thought that was great. Also, apparently Wade Barrett has been going to be coming back this Tuesday for the special edition of NXT. The new commentary. It's supposed to be a one-night thing. Apparently, even his profile, it got moved to the NXT roster as a competitor. So there's that too. So I look forward to that as well. So there's that as well. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to say. I know later on tonight is Payback. Going to be in an hour from now. I'm going to try to get something to eat because I'm hungry. I was all day at work. So there's that. So I'm going to wrap up right now. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. I'll be live again later on tonight for the review of Payback. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. I am Steve, and this has been another installment of Around the Point. Peace out, dorks.